Winner, winner. I'm having chicken for dinner. Let's talk about my night match, which I won, and this was the grand prize. Kind of cool. All right, let's have some fun. Welcome back. My name is Chad, and this video we're going to talk about my night match that I participated in this past Friday evening. So got off work, changed clothes, ran out to the range, and finished getting set up. Get everybody signed in right about 8 o'clock, and we actually started right on time. That was really cool, and it was like the best night ever. So it was really nice temperature, like you could wear shorts. It was just about the best weather that we could possibly have in Southwest Oklahoma. Last year when we did this, which was my first time giving it a try, it was rainy all day and super muddy, sloppy, just kind of a miserable night to be outside. But we went through with it. So anyways, this year ran a lot smoother. It was much nicer being out in the weather. I decided to run my Shadow Systems DR920 since I have it set up with my red dot and the TLR1 HL. So I had plenty of light whenever that was going to be applicable on a stage. So, you know, if you've been paying attention to my channel the last couple months, you'll see that you really have not seen this much besides comparing it to the new Platypus. So most of my summer has been spent getting the bolt action up and going, getting the Platypus in, and then doing a couple of PRS matches. So I have not practiced pistol nearly as much as I should have, but it was an opportunity to do a match, so I went for it. But this thing worked great. You know, battery's fine. Everything worked as expected and as it should, and thankfully it was very accurate. So we get started. First stage was just 3 targets. We were probably 15-ish yards, 15, 18 yards away, and you just had to put 2 on each target, and in the chest scoring zone, and 1 in the head. And some of the bodies, if you're not used to IDPA, like some of the bodies will have a black mark on half of them or going sideways up them, and that's considered like a no-shoot. If you hit there, it doesn't count. It counts the same as a miss, so plus 5 seconds. I managed to do that stage and only got 2 penalty seconds. So on an IDPA target, the center of the chest area is going to be your main scoring zone, and then there's a circle on the head area. And if you hit there or on the head, that is full counting, I guess. There's a small area outside of the circle that adds 1 second to your time, and then another area outside that'll add, I believe, 3 seconds to the time. And then if you miss the target completely, that adds 5 seconds to your time. So, you know, you need to be quick and accurate. So if you run really fast but you miss the targets or get a bunch farther out from the main scoring zone, you get a bunch of time added on. So first stage I got 2 penalty seconds added. Then we go into the second stage, and that was the one I posted pictures of. They had used blacklight paint on everything, and we actually ran that with a blacklight up above the stage, and we had to run it without using our light. So to start that stage, send in one position, and buzzer goes off, draw, and there's 2 targets on either side, and you engage those from the starting position, and then run up to the fence, and you've got to lean around and tactical priority. So as you're leaning out from the side, the first target, you get that one, the next one's a no-shoot, and then you got to lean over further and get the next one. And then run to the other side of the fence and do the same thing again.
Shooter is ready. Stand by.
On that stage, I believe I had either 1 or 2 seconds added on. We did some of the stages out of order, so I'm looking at the results page here, and I don't remember which one that was. So it was either a 1 or 2 second penalty time added on that stage. But I did pretty decent. So then we go to the next stage, and I did a little short on that if you want to go look at it. But you have to start on one side of a fence, and there's targets, and then in the middle there was 5 targets. 3 of them you had to hit. Some of them were occluded, so you could only score on like half of the scoring zone. And then in between each of the 3 targets that you have to hit, there was no shoots, and you had to do it by leaning out from the side of the fence, weak hand only. So I haven't practiced weak hand only, I think, since the last match that I went to in January. So very unpracticed on that. And then run to the other side of the fence and finish off the targets leaning around the fence.
Shooter is ready. Stand by. Weak hand only.
And on that one, I either had 1 or 2 penalty second. So then we go to the 4th stage. That one we've got like a kind of like a shed barn wall, and we start in the middle of that, run to one side and engage targets, and then pull an activator and engage a swinger, and get that guy, run to the other side of this, engage mirror image, same 1, 2, 3 targets, pull the activator, and try to score your 2 hits on the swinger.
Shooter is ready. Stand by. If you are finished emptying, show clear is clear. Slide, hammer, holster.
That one, I think I only had 1 penalty second, and that was on, I believe, the first swinger. I was out just a little bit on one of those. My plan on that one, so I'm running carry optics, so I can have 10 rounds per magazine, and beginning stage, I can have 10 plus 1 in the chamber. So my plan was to start, run to the first side, and hopefully get good hits all the way down on the 3 targets. And then when I pulled the rope, I was just gonna unload the full rest of the magazine at the swinger and hopefully get 2 hits that would count. And then run to the other side while I was moving over, I changed mags and then used those 10 shots, the same thing, and it seemed to work out. I ran it, fairly quickly and got pretty good score on it. So I think I ran that in like 21 seconds, and my final score was 22.01 seconds. So I was not the overall fastest on any of the stages so far as my raw time, but I was always top 2 or 3, I believe, for speed, but I had the fewest penalty time added. So I was taking my time a little more than I had in the past and making sure to get good hits every time I pulled the trigger. I'll have cut in the footage that I filmed from each of the stages. It's dark, obviously, night match, so hopefully you can see well enough to get an idea of what's been going on. And then we get to the last stage. And this one was considerably tricky because we had to stand in between 2 barrels, and at the start, draw and start engaging the first couple targets. I believe we had to start with 6 and 3 in the first target on your left side, 3 in the target on the right side, and then change mags and continue on. There was 2 more paper targets on either side, and then a steel. And when you hit one of the steels, it made a cardboard like fold down. So let's see if I can make this work. So there was like a little platform that they built up, and when you hit one of the steels down here, it would hit a string and the target would fall down like this from the top, and then you'd have to get 3 hits on the paper there. So on that stage, each paper had to be hit 3 times, and then the steel. The downside on this stage was as soon as you took your first shot, there was a strobe light set up right here that was sound activated. So as soon as you shoot, boom, you got a strobe light flashing right in your eye for the remainder of the stage. And then there was spooky music playing in the background. So I filmed it. I don't know how it's all going to turn out, but I'll play all of the footage that I captured, so hopefully you can see how it was.
Shooter is ready. Stand by. You are finished.
Okay, let's go take a look. Zero over there.
Zero.
Zero over there.
Zero.
Zero over there.
Zero.
Zero over there. So that was a clean run. Cool, I'll take it. Fun one on this match. The cool thing about this stage was I actually got all good hits and I had 0 penalty seconds added. My worst, I had 2 stages that I had 2 seconds added and 2 stages that I had 1 second added, and then 1 clean stage was 0. So penalty time, I had 2, 3, I only had 6 seconds added. So that means I also won most accurate overall for the match. And then for the overall time, my total time with penalty seconds and everything ended up being 1:42.07. And then second place, they were at 1:59.16. So I had like a 17-second lead. And then it goes up to like 165, 168, 187, etc. I'm like beyond ecstatic that I finally won an overall match. I just had a good night. A couple people were having, a few bobbles here and there, and it just adds time whenever you make little mistakes. And I just got lucky that I had a really good night, and some of the other guys had a little bit of an off night. But we all had fun. It was great to see everybody again. I haven't been out there since January. Once my work gets busy in the summer, I pretty much stay focused on that, and I can't take Saturdays off very often to go out and participate in these matches. But I really wanted to make this one. I'm super glad that I did, and I walked away with the grand prize. So, just a fun little Freddy claw. Got to make a funny picture with it, and now I get to share a good story with you guys. So that's it. I hope you liked hearing about my night match and my first ever overall match victory. So thumbs up for me. I'd really appreciate it if you would thumbs up this video so I know you liked it, and make sure you come back for more. We do have the Garmin coming in this week, so next weekend, barring me getting rained out from my range, I should be getting that out, get it set up, and start testing it. So stay tuned for that. If you got any questions you want to know about the new Garmin chronograph, make sure and drop them in the comments here, and I'm going to start making a list of everything that people want to know about, and we're going to get it out, get it tested real good. So make sure you're subscribed, follow along, keep up with me and everything I'm doing out here. I'm trying to have fun, take you all along with me. So thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of my subscribers out there. Almost to 1,000. Got a little over 200 more to go. Once we get there, I've got some like cool shirts and hats with my logo here on it that I think I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway. I'd really like to hit 1,000 by November 7th. And if I do that, I might give away like 5 to 10 shirts and 5 to 10 hats and just spread them around. Let everybody have one of my logos. So if you're interested in that, share my videos, get some more people signed up. We're here, and see if we can get to 1,000 by November 7th. If it takes a little longer, I think I'll still give away some of my shirts and hats, but maybe not as many. So got to make it a hard to reach goal. Thanks for spending a little time hearing about this match. I know the match footage probably didn't turn out so great since it was all dark, but hope you had fun seeing what I did at the match and hearing about it after I got a little bit of time to think about it. Hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend when it gets here, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.